All right, lads, welcome back to me podcast. Correction, award-winning podcast. Thank you, Spotify. Mick Thomas here. It's cheaper than therapy. Listen, thanks for liking, subscribing, sharing, and coming on back. I do appreciate you. Give it a thumbs up if you're watching it on YouTube. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Throw some stuff in the comments. Let me know what you want to do. Play along. Follow the bouncy ball. Fact check me, do whatever you want. I do love a bit of interaction. That's always fun. Also, very welcome to the new followers, the new thousands and thousands of new Christian followers who just saw me on Drybar. Drybar just went up this week on Angel Studios, which is a channel I love. I'm a big fan of, big supporter of Angel Studios. So welcome aboard, new Christian fans and followers. Also, goodbye, Christian fans and followers, because about 5 minutes into this podcast, you're going to leave again based on, I thought this guy was, a little bit more Christian values, even though I do. Even though I am a Christian, I do, I'm not supposed to say things I'm not supposed to, but I'm working on it slowly but surely. But it was nice seeing you. Thanks for watching. And, you thought, oh, he's lovely from the special. Here's one of the Helmsworth brothers. That's what they say in the comments. That's not for me to decide. I didn't give myself that name. The people did. But it was nice knowing you. Thanks for coming in. I do appreciate it. And forgive me for all the things that I've done on this podcast and previous episodes. But anyway, come see me live. Come see me live. I'm coming up. March tour is booked. I'm gonna be down in Westbury, Long Island, right? The round. How many people is in the round, Mick? Well, lads, I wouldn't be lying if I said it's over 1,500 people. What? Yep, that's happening in Westbury. Tickets are on sale for that now. I'll get all the dates out to you. I'm going to Florida. I'm going to North Carolina. I'm going to Massachusetts. I'm going to be in New Jersey for a week. A week in New Jersey. Yep. I'm going to be all over the place. I really, really am. I got a lot of stuff. I'm going to be in Connecticut. I'm everywhere. March is going to be busy. I'm going to be in Nevada. Right, I'm gonna post the tour coming up, and I'll be there. Long Island, the 24th of this month, January. Come see me out in Riverhead at the Riverhead Theatre. I will be headlining that out there. Looking forward to it. I think the tickets are gone. Maybe you might not be able to get a ticket. I'm just humbly bragging to let you know that I sell out big venues. That's all that's for. Also, New Jersey, Point Pleasant, New Jersey. I love coming down there to Uncle Vinny's Comedy Club, one of my favourite clubs. You people are wild down there. I can say what I want and you guys don't get offended. You don't get upset. And I do love that about you. So I am coming from the 29th into the 30th. That's Wednesday, Thursday. But guess what? The people have spoken. Tickets are sold out for those ones, so you added more dates. I'm coming down for the Friday and the Saturday too. So 29, 30, 31, and February 1st, I'm at Uncle Vinny's Comedy Club in New Jersey. That's enough. Come see me. Welcome to episode 290. 290. I'm 10 episodes away from 300. 300, I'll decide if I go all in with the podcast or I just cut it loose. We don't know. We'll see what's going to come of it. Did I hit record on the audio? Yes, I did. We are off. I want to talk about it, folks. Let's talk about what's going on in the world. I tried to avoid the average thing that's going on in the world. I want to say, hey, you're sick of looking at this over here. Look at what I have over here. And I want to talk about the LA fires, right? The LA fires. When I turned on television, first of all, I thought it was Lord of the Rings. I did. I honestly thought it was Mordor. Now I love Lord of the Rings. I'm a big fan of that. You will get a lot of Lord of the Rings reference throughout this episode. And it's okay. Let's play a game. Put it in the chat every time you hear one. It's a drinking game. Every time Mick mentions something about Lord of the Rings, then that's what it is. So I turned it on TV and I thought it was the fiery gates of Mordor. I honestly thought, oh look, there goes, what's his face? Frodo and Samwise Gamgee just going up the. That's honestly what I thought I saw. That's what I believe what it was. I can't carry the ring, Mr. Frodo, but I can carry you. Yorkshire hobbits, they are. People from England love that one. Yeah, man, and listen, right? Hang on. It feels a bit disrespectful getting that much water into your system when Los Angeles doesn't have any water, right? I kind of felt that was a bit rude. Wasn't done on purpose. As I was drinking that, I realised that. But it is in flames. It is a sad thing to see what's happening. I have friends out in not LA. I hate LA people. Now let me explain this. LA people are people who adapt to the LA environment. I have friends who live in Los Angeles. I have a lot of friends who live in Los Angeles, actors, comedians, and they have fled. I got a friend, when you're this for a coincidence, he sold his house 2 weeks before the fire came in. He went online the other day, posted up a picture. There goes me house. Burnt down. And my heart breaks for these people. My heart breaks for these people. It really does. Now I know people on there, oh, well, they're millionaires. Listen, man, I know you got a lot. I know we're kind of against the establishment. At least on this show, I am. We don't really sympathize or empathize with millionaires. But I do empathize and sympathize with humans, with people. And you lost your man. No matter how much money you have, you can go, oh, well, Ben Affleck can just go buy a new house. That's Batman. He's got Bruce Wayne money. Yeah, he can. He can go out easily and buy a new house, without a doubt, right? I'm sure he's on a great insurance company that none of us are on, like Illuminati-style insurance company. But his memories are gone. You know what I mean, man? Like, the family members, I'm sure he's got pictures of kids up there that he'll never get back again. And it's just, it really is sad. It really is sad. If I take one more step, this will be the furthest I've ever been from the Shire. But it is kind of sad to see, what's happening with these people. And... and I haven't seen many reports of lives lost, thank God, right? That's the main thing, right? That people are safe, they're evacuating on time, there's no stubborn people are packing up and moving on, and good for them, right? That there are no stubborn old people like there were in the hurricanes in North Carolina. I'm not going anywhere, I'm staying here in this house. I don't care how high the water goes, you'll never get rid of me, right? They're smart people. Fire's coming, get out. They pack their shit and they leave. Good for them. But let's talk about the leadership, right? Let's talk about the leadership. We all know Mick Thomas is not a fan of politicians, any politician, right? Any politician. So let's talk about the people in charge. Now, we'll start from the bottom, we'll work our way up, right? Started for the bottom, now I'm here, right? If you want him, come and claim him. He'll be drunk by now with those Lord of the Rings references. So let's start off with the LA Fire Chief. LA Fire Chief Crowley, right? Is a bird, that's a woman. Right? Love that. Bit of diversity, bit of DEI going on there. We need diversity, right? We need inclusion. 100% all for that. Behind that 100%. You should never have women fire people, fire women, firemen, firemen. I'm going to call them firemen. You should never have women firemen, some people have said. I disagreed with that. I always said that you should have female firefighters. Firefighters, that's the word I'm looking for. You should always have female firefighters, right? Because what if, you're a woman and, and you fall in the tub or whatever and you got to call someone and the fire department shows up and, you know what I mean? You want a woman to go in and help you with a towel and help you out of the towel. You need women to go, because not every call from the fire department is a fire, right? It's a cat in a tree. It's, oh no, listen, don't ask, but I got my penis stuck in the top right corner pocket of my pool table. Don't ask how that happened. It was a weird shot. I was trying to put the wrong balls in the wrong pocket. Right? Some things the fire department get brought in for, and it's not always a fire. So I am all for that. All for women firefighters. I really, really am. I'm not trying to be a dick on that one. However, the LA Fire Chief, I wrote chef. That would be, imagine I did this whole podcast, it was wrong. It was actually this whole time we were talking about the fire chef. That'd be some Gordon Ramsay. Get out of here, you stupid fucking fire. Anyway, it's, so she's the chief, and also she is an all-female firefighter team. She runs an all-female firefighter team, right? And her and that's her message. And they have ladies out there, all the boss bitches, and they're out there and they're holding the hose, ironically, and they're spraying everything down, ironically. And they're gonna get the job done. They're gonna get the job done. Don't you worry about it, LA. Girl power, we have it. You're good, right? The ladies have it covered, except they don't have it covered, right? It's gone. It failed, right? Now you cut to a commercial that was made by Crowley, and it had I think it was a trans person. I don't know. Either that was really. No slight, a really unattractive woman, a really unattractive female, and she's on there, right? She's a big one. It's okay, right? And her thing when she was doing the commercial, and you can look it up, by the way, Google it, don't fact check me. And she said, well, you want females on your thing because when our trans people are people of color, I don't know why people of color are always put in with trans and right. Here's what I believe diversity hire is. A diversity hire, not necessarily I think equal hire should be, hey man, let's not include people for applying. Do you know what I mean? You can get a job here if you qualify. That's what I believe. Not give that person the job because of what dangles between the legs or what's going on the face. That's what I truly believe. But anyway, apply, come on in, you're welcome. If you qualify, on board you go, right? Get on the back of the fire truck. That looks like fun. They don't do that anymore. Hanging off the back of the fire truck. Remember those? Oh, I used to love watching those on telly. But anyway, so on the commercial, this trans person, I don't know if it's a man or woman, or even Google it yourself, and they're like, you want somebody when you show up that looks like me. Okay, that's fine. Show up. And then they go, then the question goes, well, what if you have to carry my husband out of a fire? And his, whatever, I don't sure, they, them, I don't know the game anymore. Their response, her response was, if he got himself into that situation, right? He said, because my writing is terrible. He shouldn't have got himself in that situation in the first place. Okay, so that's your excuse. So if you can't carry out a man in a fire, or a fat woman, or a big girl, it's their fault. They're in the wrong place. Yeah, they're in the wrong place. The place is burning down. Any place that's burning down is always the wrong place. And that's what they want. There you go. That's the excuse. That is the person who your job is to literally save people from fucking fires. Your job is to save people from fires. That's all you have to do. That's what you're hired to do. And if someone's too big for you, you're going to blame them for being too big. Now, Mick Thomas loves a bit of a shame. Not a fat shame as such, but you are responsible for what you put in your face. I get that. If you are 400 pounds, like, all right, guys, we need more than one person to lift you out. I get it, but it's still your job to figure it out. You don't just walk in the door, open it, see a big person, right, and just go, forget it, guys, he's too big for me, right? It's like ugly women reading 50 Shades of Grey. Because fantasy, you put yourself in that book. And I see that in the airport. I saw this big one with a moo-moo, right? A moo-moo at the airport in Dallas. Big girl, right? She was big, scooter model big, right? And she was reading 50 Shades of Grey. Now, when you read an erotic book like that, it's about fantasy, isn't it? So when you read a book like that with fantasy, you put yourself in you are sleeping with Christian Grey. So in your head, you have to be aware that even in your fantasy, Christian Grey has got to walk in, open the door and go, oh, fucking hell. Are you serious? All right, let's... how many books? 3 of these books? Shit. Right, you have to be aware of what you are. But Christian Grey still has to go in there, get the job done, tie you up and go to town on you, whatever. I didn't finish the books. I didn't even watch the movies, right? He's got to go in and finish the job because that's his job, is to tie you up. I don't know what he would use. Well, I don't know. What do you tie whales up with? Harpoon rope, right? I would assume, right? So so that's your job. You don't walk in and blame the person for that, but that's a DEI, right? That's their hire. That's what they want to do. So we go from there, right? And that's their mentality. That's their mentality. But then we go to the mayor. Let's go higher than the fire chief, Crowley. Lady, she's a lady. Let's go higher than her. So let's go to the mayor. Next step in Los Angeles. Who's the mayor of Los Angeles? Is Karen Bass. Karen Bass. Now she gets a warning. Hey, listen, Mrs. Mayor or Ms. Mayor. I don't know how you refer to her. Listen, we got a bit of a problem coming on here. We got fires that are going to come in. Could be starting any day now. We got a warning coming. We got the dry thing coming in. The dry heat now. Having said that, some people have said I did see the thing where they're arresting a guy for that. They could be arresting a guy for it, and so it could have just been started by somebody. It could be arson. I don't know about that. I'll have to, someone put that in the comments too. Let me know. I don't want to do the work. So Karen Bass found out all this stuff days before the fire, and she decided to go on an all-expensive trip, because all politicians, I don't know why I told you that, every trip is all expenses paid if you're a politician. And Karen decided to go to Ghana in Africa. She tried to just go, I'm going on vacation. There's a fire coming. I'm going on vacation. Now, everyone's mad at her. Listen, we've all done that, right? Right, I used to work in an office in a bank and all that, right? Remember, and then all of a sudden, like, you're about to go on vacation, right? It's Friday, you don't have to come in Monday, and you're trying to get all your work done, but then people keep putting stuff on your desk and like, fuck, can I just put an out an office email and piss off? So I'm on Karen's side a little bit. I'm on her side a little bit, but also I'm not the mayor of a town where my job is to, protect and keep people safe from harm with information. It's almost like, isn't it almost like every disaster movie, right? And I'm sure comedians have talked about this before, where they'll walk some guy will go up with a white coat and just tell us, you know what, Miss Mayor, what's going to happen is a fire coming. There's no fire. Those beaches will be open. Remember that? That was Jaws, wasn't it? Those beaches will be open. It's the 4th of July. This is the busiest weekend we're going to have. These beaches will be open. Jaws, right? That's exactly what happened with Karen Bass. It's a movie right there. Fire's coming in, she just fucks off to Ghana, right? She's off, she's gone. That's a leader. And what else does she do? No, Mick, no, that's all she did. It was bad, right? We'll forgive her for that. Of course we will. But how about we do this? How about we just go back just a few months ago, not years, not decades, months ago. A few months ago, Karen Bass, the mayor of Los Angeles, she decided to cut $17.5 million from the budget of the fire department. $17.5 million. Now, I know what you're thinking. Yeah, but Mick, what does that money do? Stocks up reservoirs. It increases manpower. It allows people to go into the actual forests where, and I'll get to that towards the end, what kind of they need to do on that when I get to the top of it. And she decided to go, you know what? I'm off. And now it's going to happen, right? Now these people are going to come on TV looking for your help. Hey, don't. And we should help out. We should help out because it's not their fault. It's not the people's fault. Some people go, LA gets fucking fires every year. It's their fault. It's like if you live in Tornado Alley. You're going to get a tornado, right? It's like if you live in a place where bear biting balls stream, you're going to get bitten in the balls by bears. If you go there, it's your fault. So LA gets fires. We get it. But they're going to ask for help, and we should. But why do we have to help? Why can't... Every 4 or 5 days, we're sending billions of dollars to Ukraine and Israel. And then when a fire comes, these people are going to go, sorry, can't help you. There's $1,000. Hope that replaces everything. There's $1,000. Ayy. Right? Remember that in Maui? We forget Maui. Maui burned to the ground last year. We forget about that, don't we? $750 per person. Politicians are scum, man. They're the worst of the worst. They're the worst of the worst. They really are. And that's the mayor. Now let's go one above. Let's go to the top of it all, right? Mr. Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom. So let me tell you the first thing about Gavin Newsom, right? The first thing about... None of this is opinion. Let's talk about the actual facts of Gavin Newsom. Again, fact check me. Put it in the thing, right? Before Donald Trump left office last time in term, he signed an order, right, that would allow more water to be brought down from Northern California all the way down to Southern California where fires are. But right away, Newsom went in and he signed an order, right? He signed an order. Why did he want to do that? He goes, because listen, we want to protect the smelt. What is smelt, Mick? Well, I'm glad you asked. Smelt is a small fish. That's the only thing it was saving was a small fish. Now, all life is precious, Mick. I get that. Not fish. Not tiny. Look, if you watch this on YouTube, I'm doing this with my finger. That's how big I'm going right to the camera. Look at that. That's how big a smelt is. You can't eat it. Other thing, a few birds might swap down and eat it. A few birds. Even birds go, fucking smelt. I wouldn't eat that shit. You kidding? What do you want for dinner tonight, honey? Want some worms? I love a bit of worm. I saw a bit of raccoon there on the side of the road. We could pick on that. Bit of grain. There's a bird feeder over there. Or do you want to get some smelt? Ugh, fuck the smelt, sweetheart. Let's just go somewhere else. I'll never touch smelt again. That's how birds think of smelt. And Gavin Newsom wanted to protect the smelt. Right? So therefore, all that extra water is gone. But don't worry about it, because we have 4 dams in Southern California. And those 4 dams the fire department used to go in, because we're out of... Did you know? I forgot to leave that out, but all the fire hydrants are dry. They have no water. So the fire is just going, all right, when they're done burning, I guess, right? When they get to concrete land, when there's nothing else flammable, right? When there's nothing else flammable, and let's be honest, a lot of gays in California, so that's always going to be flammable. Too soon. Oh, low-hanging fruit, Mick. But anyway, right? 4 dams. So what did Newsom know? So Native Americans came up, right? I love Native Americans, me. And they walked up and they go, hey, Gavin Newsom, you got 4 dams there. Is there any chance you could just kind of knock down one of the dams? Keep 3 of them. Keep 3 of them in case of a fire that could come and destroy your city and your state. Keep 3 of the dams. Could you just knock down 1 so we can let the salmon flow so we can go fishing? I'm all for that. Gavin Newsom, instead of saying, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not giving you any of them because you're Native Americans and we won the war. We own this land. No, I'm just kidding. That would be a horrible thing for him to say, right? That would be a terrible thing to say as a person from an oppressed people, white people. No, I'm just kidding. Irish people. Yeah, we were oppressed too, right? The British took everything from us. I understand. It's like we had a potato famine, we had all that stuff. All our resources were held from. So I sympathise. But all they asked was for one dam. One dam is enough, Gavin Newsom, for us to have our salmon up the stream. We can fish there, you know what I mean? We can take all our kids running foot, dancing with iPads, whatever their names are. And, and we would have our lovely, lovely salmon back. And Gavin Newsom said, one? No. I'll fucking knock down all 4 of them, mate. That's what I'm going to do. I'm Gavin Newsom. I don't think straight. I'm going to knock down all 4 of those dams for you. Now the fire department comes. We're burning. We're out of water. The fire department goes, hey guys, quickly. Don't worry about the fire. We'll get it under control. We have 3 dams left because Gavin Newsom the Native Americans only wanted 1. Oh, right? Chief Running Water, right? Chief Forest Fire. They only need 1 dam. No, Gavin decided to give him all of them. He gave him all of them. And now these are the leaders, man. These are the leaders that are in charge. Do you understand? Now, listen, this is what happens. Here we go. Oh, it's a blue state, it's a red state. But this is what happens when you allow, right? When you allow, like, you run places based on your feelings and emotions. And yeah, it's good, man. I'm a big fan of the heart of these liberals. I am. I'm all like, your heart is big, liberals. Do you understand? Your heart is big. I'm not taking that away from you. And I too am a liberal on so many different levels, right? Your heart is huge. I agree with that. And I love you for that. I love you, liberals, for your giving generosity. But you're dumb as shit. You're dumb as shit. And I am liberal. You are dumb as shit. I'm very conservative on a lot of things, but you are dumb as shit when it comes to, because you're thinking with your heart, which is great, but you've not fucking using the noggin. All your decisions you have made are wrong. You have put incompetent firefighters there who can't carry people out who need rescue because it's a nice thing to do. Right? You've cut the budgets from firefighters to get the tools they want to stop the fires because you wanted to take that money and give it to someone else who needed an operation because they didn't feel like they wanted to do something. They identified as something else, so you wanted to give him like, oh, I feel like a cat today. Cut the fucking fire department's budget. Give that guy some whiskers. Right? You did that with your heart. And then your Gavin Newsom guy, he just said, oh, fish are important. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. But what's more important, Gavin Newsom? A bunch of 1-inch fish or the lives who will never be repaired? Your insurance companies. And how are you going to live there? Where are all the Californians going to go? Right. First of all, I fucking hate LA. I've said that. I've been to LA a bunch of times. I hate LA people. I love people in LA. If that makes sense. I hate Long Island people. I love people on Long Island. Long Island people are fucking the worst people. And I've traveled this country. I'm experienced. I'm an outsider looking in. Long Island people are the worst people on the planet. And I'm talking about Haiti too, where the gangs have taken over. Long Island, you're the worst people. But I love people on Long Island. I don't know if that makes sense to you, right? But I think it's a group mentality. Where are these Californians going to go? They're going to go different. They're going to go to Arizona, right? Well, is Arizona a blue state or a red state? Can someone tell me that? Arizona is like bisexual. I think Arizona is 100% bisexual. It can't make up its fucking mind what it wants. It can't make up its mind if it's a blue state or a red state. Those people now need to be housed. These people need to be home, right? Are we going to put the same effort into helping these people as we did when we opened our borders to other people to come in? Here he goes again. You're fucking damn right, here he goes again. Are we going to do that? Are we going to be so generous to our own people who have contributed to, not movies? Movies have been shit now. I don't care about any of those actors. They've made terrible movies. Maybe that's what needs to change. But where are these people going to go? You have opened those borders. You gave people so much money. So much money. Where are you going? What are you going to do for these people now? Are you going to rush to help them? Like you rush to help all these other people that you've put a strain on our country for? Our crime rates are gone up. Everything. What are you going to do, people in charge? I mean, you've only a few days left, right? What is it now? Today's Sunday the 11th, I believe. Is it? Yeah, Sunday the 11th as I record this. You've only a few days left before that we change the roles. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with that time? It's weird. It's weird. But like I always say, one ring to rule them all. It's a mess. Listen, I'm gonna go. I've done 24 minutes. That was episode 290 in the can. I didn't put up last week's episode on video because I recorded it and everything. But I sat down. I went, nah, just nah. I'm all right. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to do it. So this one will be up on video. So go over to YouTube and check it out. Thanks for liking, subscribing, sharing, folks, and coming on back. I do appreciate it. It really means a lot to me. It really does. Thank you for being part and helping this award-winning podcast. And my numbers gone up again. My subscribers have gone up again by a substantial amount. So welcome aboard those new people. I do. And hit subscribe if you're listening to. Just hit it. Hit it, subscribe. It'll just remind you once a week when the show comes out. That's all. Listen, thanks for liking again. And as always, listen, people in LA, if you're listening to it, I love you. I love you, people in LA. I hope it works out for you. May God be with you, with your families. I truly hope you're all safe out there. I really mean it. I do have so many friends out there. I hope you all stay safe out there. I hope you take care of yourselves. I don't want to sound like Jerry Springer. Take care of yourselves and each other. But seriously, do take care of yourselves. Help your neighbour. Help your fellow man during this time of crisis. Put all your bullshit aside, political. I know it's a whole totally different blue state and your neighbour is going to be a blue like you. But if you happen to be near a red person happen near a blue, help each other out, guys. That's what's important in this time of crisis. Because I'm telling you one thing, you cannot depend on politicians, any politician, no matter what, blue or red, in this crisis. Depend on yourselves. Help yourselves. God bless you, and I hope you're all safe. Anyway, and for the rest of you not in LA, wash your hands, you dirty fuckers. Good luck to you. Good luck to you.